Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Mills Marley. It's like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I'm down in hot ass South Carolina. That's where I live now for the time being. But that don't got nothing to do with what I'm about to talk about. So fuck that shit. I was listening to something earlier. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and shit. And there's this one YouTube video. This guy, he goes by the name of PSA Hip Hop. I fuck with his channel. I fuck with his videos, his opinions, all that shit. I pretty much almost agree with everything the nigga be saying because I be on the same type of wave. But anyway, he was talking about the dude Wayno from I was about to say 106 in Park. The dude Wayno from Everyday Struggle with Academics and the Deska. And him and his mans was just going in on Wayno about how they feel that he's not really well versed in hip hop and shit like that. Like, I don't know, they had some kind of Twitter little discrepancy going on or whatever or something. So during that video, it was either PSA Hip Hop or his man. I forgot his name now. The dude is wild though. But he said something like you don't know real hip hop or something like that. Something to that effect. And my question is this, and I asked this shit before, I think I asked it anyway, like fucking damn near 10 years ago. That's how long I've been doing these little weird ass videos. Since like 2012. That's not 10 years, but you know, you get what I'm saying. But my question is this. Well, no, here's my question. My question is, what do older people, and when I say older, I don't mean like niggas in their 60s and shit. I mean like people in their late 30s to like mid 50s. Like 55, because those are the ages of the people that started this shit. Niggas that's like 55, 60 years old. They were actually, we might look at them like old heads and shit, but I mean they are, but it's like that's how long hip hop's been around. That niggas in their 50s and 60s was the ones who brought this to life, who created hip hop. So like Jay-Z about to be 50, Puff about to be 50, Dr. Dre, all these niggas in their 50s. There was somebody else. Oh nah, it don't matter. Anyway, what do older dudes consider to be real hip hop? And I'm only asking that because if you say you voice your opinion and you big up like Lil Uzi Vert or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Or let's take it back to like Nelly back in the 2000s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Chingy. Let's bring it to the 90s when it was Puffy and Mace. You know what I'm saying? I name these type of people because these are the type of dudes, these are the type of rappers that the real hip hop people are be like, get that party and shit and rapping about girls and money. Put that real hip hop on. Or whatever. This ain't real hip hop. I asked that only because, to my recollection, my knowledge, like hip hop started before I was born. I ain't no spring chicken, you know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby, you know what I'm saying? But from what I can recollect, I could be wrong. I should have did a little research before this, but if I could recollect right, the songs that started off hip hop, because hip hop is a 4-element thing. It's DJing, you know what I'm saying, like scratching, DJing, graffiti, breakdancing, and rapping. Alright? So when hip hop, the culture or whatever, the movement, when that started in the late 70s and the early 80s, those were the elements. DJing, rapping, graffiti, and breakdancing. Now, the niggas that was rapping, when it was about rap, fam, unless I'm wrong, I could swear that these dudes And I'm not talking about as rap and hip hop developed. I'm talking about when it first started. Niggas was not talking about social issues and multi-syllable lyrics and punchlines and metaphors and deep da-da-da-da. My nigga, they was saying, I'm a superstar, I got 2 big cars, a big old fur, and my motherfucking... Like, these niggas was rapping about good times and the fucking... What's that song, Sugar Hill Gang? The beat itself was, from like a song called Good Times or some shit, some disco song, and they ripped the beat, they looped it, they put their little drums or something to it, called it Rapper's Delight. Listen to the words of those songs. Now, boom, the beat ain't original, right? Boom. Those niggas that performed that song, other people wrote that shit. Boom. 3, they talking about partying and bullshitting and girls and money and you know what I'm saying? And that's like the only song I can think of from back then as far as like one of the first rap songs. Every other early hip hop song I could think of probably came out maybe like 2 to 3 to 4 years later. Like, let's say that song came out in let's say it came out in 79 or 80. The other shit that I'm used to, where they are having a conscious message and all that, Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel, that was like maybe like 83, 84. I could be wrong. But the original rap, like if you ever saw that movie, that show on Netflix, the Get Down, Breakdown, the Get Down, little Puerto Rican dude with the afro, he would grab the mic, pause, and he'd be at the parties and he'd just be spitting. He'd be rapping. Like he was one of the first people that rapped. He was rapping about what's going on in the party. He's rapping about his crew. He's rapping about dancing. He's rapping about girls. He's rapping about what he's wearing, what you wearing, how you a clown, you dusty, you not like him, you can't get girls like him, you don't got money like him, you're not driving the same cars. So y'all answer me that. Like, what the fuck, if that's how hip rap started, why the fuck would y'all, during the Puffy and Mace era, and the Nelly and Chingy era, and the Little Uzis, and the whoever the fuck else, why would y'all be like, get that out of here, we want real hip-hop, if that's the subject matter that first began when niggas was rapping? Niggas wasn't rapping about food stamps and gun violence and shit until a couple years later when they like, let's put some light on the ghetto. Now maybe you could be like, alright, what started off as a prototype, but the real hip-hop came a couple years later. If that's your argument, then that's how you define what real hip-hop is. But the original rap and hip-hop was that bullshit. Alright, fuck y'all, see y'all later. 1.